Hello everyone, my name is Oluwayomi Oluwapelumi, and on Societal Concern today, we are here at the Muritala Mohammed International Airport to receive the government officials of the country of Turkey. What are they here for? YOX examination. YOX examination, simply translated as Yabanji Orange Silvers, is an entrance examination for foreign students who wants to enroll in an institution in Turkey. Today, 9th July 2023, we are here at the Muritala Mohammed International Airport to receive the officials of the Turkish government who will be manning and overseeing this examination here in Nigeria. Under the umbrella of Goodmus Learning Center, this examination will be happening beginning from tomorrow, 10th July 2023, across the nation. Other dates spread across, and at the arrival of the official, we will be running some interview. Let's witness the arrival.
Hello? Don't mind me, don't mind me. I need to park in the car park. Is it? And now 3 hours today, one on
Like I've said earlier, this is the arrival of the government official of the country of Turkey just for the purpose of conducting the YOX examination, which simply translates as Yabanji Orange Silvers. And we have Professor Ul Aigol here. Let's have him and let's have some of his experience just along the journey in preparation for tomorrow's examination. Hello, sir.
Hello, thank you.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm a bit tired, but I'm very, very happy to arrive to Nigeria. I'm happy to be in Nigeria.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it your first time of coming to Nigeria?
Actually, it is the second time, and now I feel at home when I'm arriving to Nigeria.
Okay, so what's your purpose of coming to Nigeria?
I'm here to conduct YOS exams, which is international student exam to select students to study in Turkey.
Okay, so what's your expectations for Nigeria?
Actually, we have Nigerian students already in our university, and we expect them to be successful in their academic study and in their daily life, and they are really doing good. And that's why we are trying to select successful and good acting behavior students.
Very sure you know that Nigerian students are outstanding students, and for now that you have come to Nigeria, your expectation definitely will be met. And once your expectation is met, what is the provision for Nigerian students in Turkey?
Yeah, they will be studying in. They will have lots of opportunity, different departments to study, and after their visa process, everything they will come, and we will provide them European education. Our education system is European education system. They will have a very quality education in Turkey.
All right. Part of the reason Nigerian students will really want to study in Turkey is considering the expenses. How do you consider the costs of education in Turkey compared to other countries?
Exactly. This is the biggest issue, the money problem. Turkey is a European country, but compared to European countries, we are really cheap. So around maybe very, very small amounts, you can both study and live in Turkey. So I really suggest you to enroll for this exam and take it and then come to study in Turkey.
All right. So can you briefly tell us your relationship with Goodmus Learning Center over the years?
Yeah, I know this Goodmus Learning Center for more than for 5 years, and every work they do is really successful and quality. That's why we are cooperating with them. So anyone who wants to study in Turkey, especially in the universities, they can get in touch with them because we really trust their process and their relation with the students and with the institutions in Turkey.
All right. I really not want to bother you with a lot of questions because it's obvious that you have been in the journey for all the while and you really need some rest. So I will like to see you again tomorrow at the venue. So have a lovely evening, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we are still at the Muritala International Airport, and that is Professor Yo. And we'll get to see you tomorrow. And when and how it goes, we'll let you know. For now, I'm Oluwayomi Oluwapelumi. Thank you.
Who will listen to you. And even this education is about the youth for the future. I looked back. That future really hits me. That hits me a lot. So, and I said, okay, tell me about it. Then he explain again and again and again and again. You know, what you don't see, what you don't know, is kind of a little bit difficult. It's not talking about Nigeria. It's talking about Turkey. I don't even know Turkey. All I know, I read Turkey in the book. That's all I know. So he then explained more and more. It didn't take a day. I mean, it took more than a day. He saw again and again, and I said, okay. That was when I speak to that man. I spoke to him, the man in Turkey. I spoke to him, and that very day he said, you can come to Turkey. And I said, huh? It's like, if you are not sure, we will bring you here, and you will see. You will say, seeing is believing. So you will see all this by yourself, and then it's okay. So I went through it and all of that. But through his explanation, the way he break it down, I begin to have another feelings, majorly because of youth and education. Things start getting to deteriorate in Nigeria for the youth majorly. When you look at the population, the youths carry, the larger part, about 70% are youth. And you see them on the streets, a lot of them out of school, you see them caught, causing cases everywhere. And then, of course, there's a lot of broken home, and these boys are, like they should you know about. Even as you speak, we are not happy. We are not happy because our own future too is not safe. You can't they've been neglected for long. That is why we get what we get now. For long they've been neglected, and this is a result. And it can get worse. Majority of these youth are on drug. Don't let us say the facts. Majority of these youth are on drug just because somebody didn't care. Majorly the government, the parents, and the society. We failed them. Now, how do we rebuild this? This is part of it. Education will take them a long way so that they know right or wrong, and then instead of them to be on the street, they'll be in class. And what hits me most is the amount that is involved. I'm talking about school tuition. That is very low, and almost anybody can afford it. So I said, okay, let's give it a shot. He told me that already there are some parents who are interested in all of that. So I followed him to speak to them. I just speak my mind. He didn't tell me what to say. I just spoke my mind. Look, this is what they said. I will refer to him. This is what he said. This is what he said. But when you look at it, let's give it a try. And we begin to engage. Gradually, I was getting involved. I'm an actor. I have to be on set. We could go on set for 2 months, 3 months, and all of that. So I begin to give out my time to explain and all of that. Sometimes when I'm on location, I'll just excuse me. I'll tell them, I'll go and record. Please come to Turkey. I'll send it to him. When I'm on tour, I will do some video. I will send to him. So this is how we do it for some time. Then they begin to see response, very positive, and before you know it, they asked me to come to Turkey. And the shock of my life, when I got to Turkey, it was super, it was amazing. I saw things myself, I saw things myself that are shocking. I saw schools. This is when I met this gentleman, the professor, and some of that. I went to about 3 states. I don't know whether they call it state. 4, yeah. Tokat, then the Uludag University, Busa, Karabog, Karaman. We're on tour on the road, almost 24 hours on the road. You know, they have this big coach that we talk with his children. You see the children. They really try because they don't sleep. We move from one. I would have loved to come down in Accra, but we only get to Accra in the night. So we couldn't come out. We couldn't come down. But other states we went down to see things ourselves. So most of the school that we went to is good, and the education there is great. I went to classes. I saw professors, lecturers. I met them. I see things myself, so I can. That means I can come
that
back.
means you are not a doubting. Probably you wanted to act like a doubting Thomas. You saw before you could believe.
Come back and say what
this
I'm
is
saying
interesting.
with confidence, full confidence.
Okay, thank you so much for that. This was really impressive, and this is informing. Even if you really have any doubt, you will know that for him to have been able to pick up the assignment of the brand ambassador, he saw before he could believe, and that means he is representing us well. And for him to be a brand ambassador of Goodmus Learning Institute, then what are you waiting for? Okay, well, let us take up Rainbow. Ma'am, permit me to ask you this question, ma'am. You are a mother. You are representing Nigerian mothers. You are representing Nigeria as a whole because you are well known and you are well recognized. Now you are an ambassador of Goodmus Learning Institute. Why do you choose to be an ambassador as a mother?
For those people who does not understand English,
Yoruba.
as an ambassador in Yoruba, and I will continue to say it. I'm happy to when I say, ẹjọ́ kọ́ ọmọ yìí máa kọ́ Yorùbá. Ẹjọ́ bí ojú èdè, because Yorùbá táwọn ọmọ yìí ó ń kó bá wa. Kí ló dé? English, borrow language mi ní kọ́ máa sọ ọ́. Yeah. Èmi náà rán ọmọ lọ sí yunifásitì tó sọ, ṣùgbọ́n mo jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ gbọ́ Yorùbá torí ìjọ kan máa wà tó máa wúlò tá à ní fẹ́ káwọn òyìnbó gbọ́rọ̀ wa o tààrà sọ Yorùbá síra wa tó ò ní gbọ́ tó bá béèrè èdè ìlú ẹ̀ sí ṣá lè gbọ́ táwùsá bá sọ tiẹ̀ ṣá lè gbọ́ àbí Ìgbò ẹjọ́ mo bẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn skul wọn ẹjọ́ jẹ́ kákọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá now nǹkan tí mo ṣe choose láti ṣe ambassador fún Goodmus nígbà tó kọ́kọ́ pè mí never ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ò gbàṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo lọ sí church mo lọ wádìí who is this man Adékúnlé irú èèyàn wo ni fọwọ́ náà pọ̀ Nàìjíríà ṣé ẹ̀ mọ̀ ni now about 2 weeks ago ìyá kan wá sílé mi pẹ̀lú ọmọ ẹ̀ ó ń sunkún ni èèyàn kan náà máa kó ọ lọ sí Dubai ó gba owó títí ó gba owó òtẹ́ẹ̀ táwọn ọmọ máa dé sí lọ́wọ́ ìyá yìí màmá ní pọtumọ́tò méjì ló fi dẹrù níjọ́ tó ti dánwò ó já wọn sí abẹ́ bíríìjì ó dẹ̀ sá lọ abẹ́ bíríìjì náà ọmọ yẹn sùn láti bí ọdún méjì tó ń sá kiri kọ́lọ́pàá máa mú wọn ó wálé pẹ̀lú ṣòkòtò kan ṣẹ́ẹ̀tì kan àti slippers níbo ni pọtumọ́tò méjì tí ìyá ẹ̀ dì mo ló wà ó lóun mọ̀bí tó wà àwọn èèyàn ń wá síbẹ̀ á kẹ́rù ọlọ́pàá fẹ́ máa wọn àwọn sá kiri ẹ̀wòrú yìí èmi ò lè ṣàmbásẹ́dọ̀ fún yóò wọn ìgbà tí mo wádìí wọn ló dà wọn ni kì í ṣe kò ní mú ẹ̀wọ̀n dání yẹ orúkọ tí mo ti ń build over 55 years tí mi ìdẹ̀ rò pé èèyàn kan gbọ́ nǹkan kan nípa mi tó burú Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ní jẹ́ gbọ́ ìgbà tí mo á rí i pé ó dáa mo ṣe choose láti jẹ́ ambassador fún àti pàápàá ìyá aláta, ìyá elépo, àwọn oníyọ̀, they have this money, ọkọ̀ sí ìgbàanú wọn. Gbogbo ìwọ tẹ̀ sọ yìí ọ̀gbọ́ bọ̀ tó bá rí ẹni enlighten wọn pé màmá ó ṣe báyìí, wọ́n mọ̀ pé life kan wà yàtọ̀ sí Òjòdì Bẹ́gà, yàtọ̀ sí Òṣòdì, yàtọ̀ sí Mùṣí tó ń gbé, yàtọ̀ sí eré ìrà tó ń sá kiri, wọ́n mú gbó, wọ́n ń yọ̀bọ, wọ́n ń ṣe. Yes, tí parents wọn bá ti lè lówó tó lè àbẹ̀ láti sọ wọn á lọ, òun mo ṣe ń bá wọn sọ pàápàá àwọn olówó wa Nàìjíríà, àwọn olówó wa wọ́n wà tẹ́ pé wọ́n lè train ọmọ méjì mẹ́ta. Goodmus rí mi bí báyìí, ẹ̀wọ́ ọmọ mẹ́ta tí mo lè sponsor wọ́n wà, òun gan la ṣe ń bẹ̀ wọ́n kàn jọ wọ́n gbogbo àwọn ọmọ onífàṣẹ wọ́n ti pọ̀ jù, wọ́n pọ̀ jù. Àyà mi máa ń já gbà mí lọ́ba lọ́wọ́ ní Kẹ́hìndé, àwọn tó dúró yìí kí ló ń ṣe, kí ló ń àwọn ọmọ àdúgbò wọn dúró, mo ní no it's not done, ọmọ àdúgbò báwo ṣe máa dúró báyìí, àyà yẹn á já náà, they don't have all, wọn ò níṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe, so the opportunity bá wà fún wọn láti jalè wọ́n jalè, wọ́n jalè, ìkan ọlọ́ọ̀ má jẹ́ kéṣù wọnú ọmọ wa, ìkan ló máa sọ jáde pé ìyá ṣe báyìí àgọ̀rún ó tán, ọwọ́ tó bá di Yorùbá ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, ọwọ́ tó bá dilẹ̀ báyìí lèṣù yá lò, òun mo ṣe ń sọ kàn jọ ẹjọ́ ẹjẹ́ àtúnyìn àwọn ọmọ yìí, àmọ́ ìpè tó máa yàwọ́ máa yàwọ́, but òbí pàápàá ọkọ àmà sọ fún wa ó dẹ̀ tírẹ́nì wọn ọmọ yìí wọ́n ló gbà ṣẹ́gbọ́ ambassador wa Adékúnlé ìwò tó dání ọdún èmi ò ti pàṣẹ èdè Turkey o, èmi lọ Turkey tèmi lọ́tọ̀, mò ń bọ̀ láti London lọ́dọ̀ àfẹ́lì pléènì èmi ló ti ẹ̀dá kí la máa ṣe wọ́n ní àlèwọ̀lú wọn àtàbà gba físà, ṣé lóòótọ́ bá ṣe gba físà ni 5-star hotel wọ́n tó wá lọ ajẹtàárọ̀ tọ̀sọ̀tà lẹ́lẹ́ mo ń jẹ́ lọ́wọ́ báyìí, mo ní ó yá fídíò mi my people I'm in Turkey, I'm eating turkey gbogbo wọn kú sẹ́rìn, wọn bá mi tí mo rí yẹn mo mọ̀ pé ju yẹn dà, yes wọn tẹ bá rí bó ṣe ń ṣe wá, tẹ bá rí bó ṣe ń ṣe wá, Ọlọ́run á tún Nàìjíríà ṣe, àwọn náà lè máa.
Amen. Okay, gentlemen of the press, permit me to briefly translate what Mama Rainbow, our brand ambassador here, just said in Yoruba. Of course, she said she is a Yoruba ambassador, and that is why she will choose to speak in Yoruba, encouraging all our parents and institution also to help embrace this language, because our language, our mother tongue is very important. Among other reasons, we may want to communicate in a language that we want to probably give signals to our children, and with these we will have smooth communication, especially when we have to consider other people from other countries, they embrace their own mother tongue. So why not? Why can't we do that? And going on, she said that when the offer was brought to her, she initially rejected because she do not know how to go about it, just to consider that she has invested good 55 years in our profession and she would not want to engage in any dubious act. And with that, she really have to go and make inquiry, and by making inquiry she now discovered that wow, yes, this is real, it is good. Goodmus Learning Institute is real, it's genuine. And how about Turkey? She also made inquiry and discovered that Turkey's life is affordable, especially when she had opportunity to travel to Turkey, although not under the umbrella of Goodmus Learning Institute. She was coming from London and she the plane have to have a stopover, and she enjoyed her life. It was beautiful and she had that recorded. Also, talking about quality education, she's also trying to encourage parents out there. A lot of students are stranded, a lot of people are not educated, they are not informed, hanging around on the road. Why? Quality and affordable education is available. We have a lot of mothers, we have a lot of market women who could afford this cost for their children. They only have the money, but they are not informed. All they need is information, and she is an ambassador out there to inform these local women. She's here to inform the market women, whatever it is, all that you need is just a little money to get this education for your children, and that is what she stands for. And she's out here telling all that she's proud to be an ambassador of Goodmus Learning Institute, saying that what the institute is doing and has been doing is very genuine. So thank you, ma. So we have to open up now to the parents and schools representative here. You've been experiencing what has been going on so far. You've seen so far what has been going on. Do you have anything to say? And what can you say about what you have been seeing so far? Let's start with you, ma.
Okay. For me,
Please, would like you to introduce yourself.
okay, my name is Remy Ado, and I'm the proprietress of Frontona City College. I have 3 branches of school over there in Ikorodu. I run nursery, primary, and secondary school. For me, I see this opportunity as something great, because most of our students here, most of our children, they pass well, but they don't have the opportunity to go to the university. They may not be selected. I've seen best students that have stayed home 2 years, 3 years, and the parents can afford. So if there are universities that are ready to take them in, why not? It's not that parents cannot afford it. I'm a living example. My last daughter, when she did JAM, she was telling them that this question you gave to us is not for science. And they said, no, keep quiet. You children are nowadays, you whatever. When it was 10 minutes to the end of the exam, they discovered it was not for science. It was late. So automatically the girl came home crying. I said, why are you crying? He said, you see, I told them they were shutting me down, and this is so. I said, what is the problem? Choose any country in the world that you want to study, I will take you there. So at that time, it was Ukraine that a friend sent to me, and then with her results, she went there, and she came back with excellent results. So when they have this opportunity, I want to tell you, they are outside the country. They are practical oriented. My daughter told me after a year that if she could make paracetamol, and she was by herself, and she's to spend 5 years, because normally when they go for pharmacy, they want them to have master's straight. So she would have been there. Our classmates were there. By the time she was finishing, some are just entering university. So if there are opportunities there, let them go. And I did my research too. So with that, I support this particular idea, because number one, when they even study there, even when they come to Nigeria, they have opportunities. Over there they have opportunity, and here they have opportunity. When my daughter came here with the husband, they both studied over there. That one is a surgeon. Do you know when they apply for job, it's easy for them to get job? They've worked in American hospitals in different countries of Africa just because they know they were trained over there. Yeah. And they know over there they train them, they are practically oriented. So when they come here, you see, when she even came, she said, okay, she needed this attachment they needed to do. I said, no problem, I'll fix you up in a NAPDAC. She just went out on her own and went to M&B, May and Baker, and she was interviewed, and she was taken she didn't wait for my influence. So because they know she went there and confidently she was able to defend herself. So let them be exposed. Let them go to this outside the country to learn. They will be exposed to different cultures. They'll be able, and if they want to go to any other country, they are allowed. Even when they come back to Nigeria, they are useful to us, because they've done a lot of work here in Nigeria. They've done in Cameroon before they even traveled back. So I fully support this, because people are there that can, and the Turkey is affordable. I can tell you that it's affordable. So once we know this thing is genuine, let's encourage people to do it. And I'm very sure that school owners will buy this idea. School owners will educate the parents, and the parents will have less students here. We are talking of unemployment. How will it not be how would we have unemployment when they are not even graduates already?
Thank you,
there are
ma'am.
many people.
That is really wonderful. It's just to let us know that when preparation meets opportunity, there's going to be manifestation. So this is just to let you know that if you really have the mind to be successful in life, you have to prepare. Our daughter was prepared and the opportunity came, and now she's really doing expert. It can be you. So just get prepared. We have another representative of school here, head of school precisely. Before I open it up to the press, sir, let's have you. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us what you think about this?
Okay. Thank you very much. My name is Amata Agoha, and I'm here as a school owner. I had the privilege of meeting with Mr. Badmus on Saturday. I listened to him speak to us, and I listened to the brand ambassador. For me, it's a very big welcomed development, in the sense that we know what's going on in our country today. Our country, Nigeria, is a very big country. Opportunities are not very much available as it used to be. These days, like she mentioned, children, brilliant, very excellent, brilliant children go through secondary school that would spend years waiting for JAM. So much competition, and a whole lot is happening in our country. Results are being bought. The brilliant ones are kept behind. But here, this opportunity affords parents, students to look elsewhere. Okay, in my worldview, my local balance, we say that it's not one way that leads to the market. This is opportunity. So, and we're looking at a digital age when the world has become a global village. Yes, some of the schools in Nigeria today is very expensive. The educational system has been run aground. Individual investors have taken over. They've hijacked this system, and for you to really get quality education in Nigeria, you need to spend an arm and a limb. Okay, and compared to what I heard, yes, Mr. Badmus tell us, it's impressive. We did the mathematics, mental calculation. I have a daughter in the university in Nigeria. I know how much I spent, and the same money I spend can literally take this child abroad, giving this child qualitative education, giving this child opportunity. And when we talk about education, education is beyond classroom activities. Traveling is part of education. Yeah. Okay, and if you must have your children positioned to face the world today, outside the shores of this country, this kind of opportunity is very much impressive and very much welcome. So the only thing I can say is that we need to ask the necessary questions and make our own findings, make decisions, and our children will be excited to see that they can go abroad, get good education, and fit into the other parts of the world. And who knows, they are calling it brain drain today. When they come back, they come with a lot of experience. It's an investment by these nations, giving our children their kind of education is an investment. They come back, they bring a lot of development, a lot of skills, a lot of exciting things. Okay, so that's a good one. We will say that's commendable. Thank you for the opportunity.
This is really great. We commend your observation, and it's just dawned on me that it is not just enough for you to just think you really want to japa. Nigeria platform encourages japa syndrome. But then you see, it is better for you to japa, to be educated, to be informed, because at your return you become a king, you'll be enthroned. Because the field is really is there for you. The market is open, and you can just really come back and with your product and rule your world. Ma'am, you have something to tell us. Please introduce yourself to us and let's have it.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Bose Deko. I'm the proprietress of Kamsame Nursery Primary Secondary School here in Lagos, precisely Alimo Show. I am an educationist. I major in primary education and English studies, so I teach English. And I've been working with the secondary students, this range we are looking at for long. I'm also an executive with NAPS, that is National Association of Proprietors of Private School, Alimo Show. and our zone, and at the national too, at the state. I work with the state. So we really understand what what Ambassador is saying. I see this as a very good opportunity for children in that range, to go out and get the brain used, to get something reasonable. Number one, I see this as a way of, if you look at the admission stage in Nigeria, it's really tough. So this is a way of taking some, stress off parents to get their children enrolled abroad. And number two is cost effective. My daughter is schooling in Canada, and one of my son too is about going to Turkey now to do his masters anyway, just finished from Unilag, and the third one too is almost going. So I think it's a way of helping us. So this is a good opportunity for parents to enroll their children. You don't need to kill yourself. You want to go to Canada, you want to go to US, the cost is too much. Like they gave my daughter then almost, the bill was going to like 13 million, 14 million. I was like, I've even paid some yet. The thing still didn't get through. So I think this is a good opportunity. And I personally am going to come in the area of, actually sensitizing our parents as school owners. That's what I was saying before we started the interview, that the school owners are the catch. They are the ones we're focusing on. Once we get the school owners together, like in my area, get them at the state level, get them at the chapter level. Like Alimon is one of the biggest chapter in Lagos. Once we can get those ones, the school owners will get to the parents, and definitely I see us getting enough. I see us making a big catch out. So it's a good opportunity, and we want to encourage our ambassador. This is a good job. He would have just thought of doing other things, but I think he's interested in educating the Nigerian children. So thank you very much. I was actually commending our ambassador, and I also want to appreciate our brand ambassador, Mr. Badmus, and my lovely mother. I was at Ota. That happened to be the largest gathering of school owners in the recent time.
Southwest.
Yes, the largest so far. My national president was like, wow, can you see what I saw? I said, yes, I was there. And Mama spoke. Sincerely speaking, sir, the thing that encouraged me that day was Mama. Immediately I saw Mama, and I saw Mr. Badman. I said, this must be a good one. Because nobody wants to follow anybody in Nigeria again. So, and I said, okay, if Mama is there, I will be there. So whatever happens, at least we can hold on to Mama. And honestly speaking, that was the main thing that encouraged me. Because that day at the seminar, many organizations came to talk. Yes. We used to have a lot of them when we used to go to CWC, Betuleki, Ekpe. We used to have people come. But then you could not trust one. But when I saw Mama, and I saw some of my colleagues called me yesterday, Eko, have you gone there? I said, I've gone. Is it real? I said, it's real. I said, but they said, they too were scared, but they too were looking at Mama Rainbow. It should be real. So by the time I was able to tell them that my son now is on board for his master, they said, go. If everything is real, we will follow you. We too will hold your cloth. So I want to appreciate our brand ambassador, and I also want to appreciate Mama, because our mother here stands for integrity in Nigeria. She stands for quality. She stands for truthfulness. And whenever you see Mama Rainbow, you are like, everything is fine. So, Mommy, we thank you, man. And I also want to appreciate Mr. And our professor, we welcome you. Hope you enjoy Nigeria. So, I hope to know you more and more. You're welcome. Thank you very much.
All right. So, thank you so much for your comment. All right, really, that's on the lighter mood. But really, we really appreciate you. And we, like it's been said, that if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. And we are not using this to cut down the education or quality education going on in Nigeria. No. But we're just only trying to say that there are opportunities and more opportunities, more windows are open whereby you can take advantage of, and this is just one of them. And if you really think you want more, then you come to this brand, you use this opportunity to get what you really want. And for our Lagos local government, thank you for your good job that is going on there. And even this month, Societal Concern is bringing a project down to Lagos local government, which is on drug abuse. youth involvement in drug abuse, arresting the deadly canker worm. We'll be working together with Ministry of Youth and Social Development, National Rehabilitation Agency, NDLEA, and others. So,
do you have your contact there?
Yes.
Who is the contact?
That have been given to the chairman.
The chairperson?
The chairperson at the local government.
I will okay, Alimosho local government.
Yes.
Well, there's something I did not also say. I'm a politician. I actually contested for Lagos State House of Assembly, but I didn't win. But at least I've been able to know a lot.
Yeah, by your name.
So the man in representing us now, Lukman Orelokpe, representing us, is my person. We campaign together. So I also told him that we will still take it to the local government. So if there's any way you want me to work in there, the vice, we deal with Agbado Kyodo directly. The vice chairman Agbado Kyodo is my personal person, vice chairman Alimosho. In short, you got Alimosho.
So probably after this meeting we could talk on that. But for now, let us focus on YOX examination. Of course, we have the representative of YOX examination all the way from Turkey. He's been here with us since yesterday. Actually, I was there. I received him. I was one of the team who went to receive him at the airport, Murtala Muhammed International Airport yesterday. And he's been seeing the trend, and I'm very sure he will also have something to say at the random. Yeah, the press will be open. The floor will be open to the press. I just want to do a random here. So, sir, you have been with us like going to 24 hours now, and now we have some students presently writing the examination going on right now in the hall. What has been your observation, and what do you think? How has the reception been for you?
Actually, as I told you yesterday, this is my second time I'm in Nigeria. Why second time? Because the first time students really satisfied a lot, and we are very happy with them. That's why we came again to bring more. So some part of the students, they are taking the exam now in Lagos, and for those who missed this opportunity, we will have another one on Saturday. We want to welcome as much as Nigerian students in our university because our university is really huge. As the buildings and the ground, we have more than 1 million square meters ground for serving our students. That's why I'm here. Please don't miss this opportunity because Turkey is waiting for you.
That is really interesting, that word. Please don't miss this opportunity because Turkey is working for you. So under government bilateral agreement with Nigerian-Turkey relationship, and this is the trust where Goodmus Learning Foundation is building on to release our children or our students to Turkey with the consent of the Ministry of Education. And we believe that after this examination, there's going to be a continuity because, of course, you see, the world of education is really broad, that we are not just limiting our educational board to Nigerian standards, we are also entering and penetrating Turkey, which has been going on over the years. So for this year now, after this examination, when do you think this set will be going to Turkey?
I think there will be a visa process for the students, and maybe on August and September the students will be starting to come to Turkey. But even after these exams, after this week, if you are still interested, you can get in touch with Goodmus Learning Center, and we will do our best to make the process longer, so you will be able to come maybe after even September.
Wow, this is interesting. That means if you're able to secure a visa less than 3 months, you're just out of the country after writing this examination. Don't you think this is really interesting? Yeah. You really don't need to wait that long. It is not a hope, but it is real. Okay, so thank you so much, and we really hope that you keep enjoying your stay here in Nigeria. And we also open our window to you, or open our door to you anytime you feel like coming to Nigeria. Of course, we can make Nigeria your second home. Okay, Ambassador, you have received us today. You are the host. How do you feel?
Actually, I feel excited, and you know, life is all about purpose, and you have to live for something. You understand? It is not about what you make out of life, but it's about what you give back to life. For me, I have thought of it. I've been in this industry for 18 years, and this industry has actually made me. When I started this industry, I was not a UN ambassador, I was not a UN diplomat, I don't have any accolade to myself, I don't even have all of these awards, you understand? But by the reason of work, people started noticing that somebody is contributing immensely to humanity. And when you contribute immensely to humanity, people spotted it. I remember the first UN personnel that spotted me in the church. I went there to present, and he said, "Oh, you're doing this. I'm going to recommend you for this." And that was what got me my first noble ambassador plate number that I have. You understand? My card and stuff. You understand? So, and from there, they've always been involving me. From there, they gave me a UN Euro, and last year, they gave me a UN diplomat. You understand? So, it was about, looking out for the people. Looking out for the people. When dollars started going up, parents started calling me, "Ambassador, we can't afford US again." You understand? We have to drop one of our kids, we have to do this, we have to do that, because the finances, we cannot take it anymore. And thank God, Turkey came handy. The project started with an exchange program between Turkey and UK. You understand? Study in Turkey, get a British degree. We're one of the government-owned university, which is Sakai University and Liz Beckett. That was how we started in the year 2014. And when we started, it was a lot. Some people, instead of going to the UK to pay about £12,000, you go to Turkey and pay £5,250. And we did that for about 2-3 years. And the Turkish government said, "Wow, we have done well. I think we need to strengthen this government educational bilateral agreement." And that was why I was nominated to conduct the Turkish JAM in the year 2017. And we started with Bursa University, and we've placed students in several government-owned universities. Today, anytime you take this YOS, you are exposed to over 100 government-owned universities in Turkey. Other government universities accepted it because they are one, and that is the way it is. And this exam is not an exam to actually fail any student. It's an assessment test to be able to place students into an appropriate program. The score you have determines the programs to be given. And if you are given a particular program, you felt you want to change it, the first thing you do when you get to Turkey is the Turkish language. While you're taking the language, you can actually repeat the exam on campus. They do it on campus too. You understand? You can take the exam again and go to another university, or you can decide to say, "Oh, I don't want this government university, I want the other government university." There's no problem, because it's a state university. It is being subsidized by the Turkish government, and this opportunity is coming to us as a result of our bilateral agreement. So I'm excited to for being the person that is spreading this, not just in Nigeria, but in the whole of Africa. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Ambassador. It is obvious that this is a sustainable project. It sustains itself, and definitely parents, guardians, school owners have nothing to worry about. And the representative here has also confirmed it that this examination does not determine your pass or failure, but probably will enable you to pick your right course. If eventually you need to change your course, then you can do that when you must have gotten to the country, because this is an automatic admission to the next institution here in Turkey. All right, now I really appreciate this avenue, and I would like to open the floor to our media partners here presently. So your questions, sir?
Especially, we need to commend you for
Yes.
tenacity, for the vision, and for sustainability.
Yes.
That's the truth. There are people who are quite older, who are quite exposed, but they have not taught in the line that you have taught. So you have done commendably well. And honestly, we are going to nominate you for another award if you be ready for that. That's the truth.
Okay, so we need you to tell us your tentacles, how wide you have spread the tentacles around Nigeria.
Actually, having implemented this educational bilateral agreement in the last 7 years, and late last year, I used to go to several African countries. Most of them I'm not always around. So, and I thought of it, and I said, okay, thank God, God has been able to compress time for you, you're doing well and all of that. It's not about me doing well, it's about where I'm coming from too. You understand? I have an environment, I have people, and I now thought of it, all the concepts, all the ideas that we're able to use to implement the educational bilateral agreement, and we're able to create line of services and products. And I said, okay, let's bring it into other industry. So that gave us an idea of now creating what we call a government bilateral agreement offices. And therefore, we are partnering with the 774 local government and any large gathering. What do we want to do? We are bringing other industry, the real estate industry, the agriculture, the ICT. We're not saying that let us use this government bilateral agreement to reduce vulnerability. You understand? In our society, because we will not only leave the government. I'll give you a case study. When we launched Mushin local government, 20th of February 2023, we launched the first government bilateral agreement. It's on the news, it's on the paper. And what happened then? We brought in an ICT company that gave 51 students in that local government scholarship on robotic and coding. And Goodmus Learning Center, being that we've been supporting widows and orphans and paying some people's school fees, we pick in each, they have 10 wards there, we pick one widow per each ward and we start giving them stipend every weekend. You understand? And we have our office over there. And immediately while we're launching, I just said the best 5 students I'm going to provide laptops for them. Immediately, one of the brand, the real estate brand, Agview Investment Limited, said they are going to do 9. Immediately, what the agricultural company that is establishing farmers market, this farmers market, headed by Ambassador Dr. Usman Nelson, said he's going to give 10. And the local government chairman had to stand up and said, we the local government too, we're going to give. So now, what does that give you? It means that when the people move, government will surely move. So we the people, we need to know that Nigeria belongs to all of us. We are all stakeholders. It is not for us to leave the government to it. You understand? We should all stand up, just like our national anthem says. Arise, O compatriots. Nigeria is calling us. It's a must call for us. We have to obey. Because we will not leave our father's land for any other person. It belongs to all of us. So far you are a Nigerian, you are a stakeholder here. And the white people will not build your father's land for you, unless they will take all the profit. So we have to build it. So we are creating different line of opportunity in the real estate, in agriculture, in so many things for the people. And we are creating a government bilateral agreement, partnering with our foundation, Goodmus Charity Foundation, with the government, and bringing the brands together to say, you must do a CSR in any local government that you are. You understand? Get those that are vulnerable, raise them up so that we reduce vulnerability, so that we make our environment a good place to live. Abroad, I live abroad. Abroad, it is not just the government that is doing it. People are coming out to do stuff. People are donating scholarship money. People are doing a lot of things. And that is what we want to encourage. And we want to show them what their government have signed that they don't have access to. We want to show them this is how to access it, this is how to embrace it. I remember when we were having a one-on-one. The team was having a one-on-one with our former president. That is President Olusegun Obasanjo. And he said in 1954, he harnessed something similar. Nobody knows about it. Before the opportunity for the military came to him. And he harnessed it and he deferred the other opportunity and all of that. So there are so many opportunities, educational-wise, agri-wise, ICT-wise, and everything-wise. You understand? So we are trying our best to ensure that we bring teams together and like minds together so that we can all move it. It is something that we all need to do. In Nigeria alone, we need 1 million volunteers to achieve this. You understand? So everybody, I'm a volunteer in this. I'm actually volunteer and I can actually stay in Turkey and enjoy my life. I can as well stay and say, Professor Frank, get me a school to become an international coordinator, right? They will employ me sharp. You understand? Because of my work of experience. But I felt, no, let me not just scrap everything. Because when anybody relocates, they scrap their business and forget about Nigeria. But I'm telling my kids, we need to build this place and you guys need to be able to know that this is your father's land.
Yeah.
You understand? That is what we're trying to do.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, sir.
So my question, basically you said that your daughter came back with successful results in terms of the Ukraine kind of studies, university and all that. Of what
contributions do you expect from the Nigerian government to put into place so that Nigeria can as well look like a tourist where you're talking about?
Do I understand the question?
No, what he's trying to say is that your daughter studied abroad in a place where you harness quality and affordable education. You understand? Now, he's not saying, what do you want Nigerian government to put in place
How will
in
you
such
advise
a way?
Nigerian government so that countries can also come to Nigeria to benefit, just like Nigerian students will be going to Turkey?
Okay, thank you. That's a very good question. Number one, I will expect Nigerian governments to make admission accessible, easy for people. Because if admission is easy and people can do what they want to do, it is going to help our youth. I got admission of medicine for my daughter, and she said, no, I'm not going to do medicine, I'm going to do pharmacy because I like to mix things out. Oh, but your school in Tanzania, I have a school in Tanzania, I was the one supplying the lollipop when I was in primary school, but I told your workers not to tell you, because if they tell you, you are going to sack them. So I've been mixing things. So that is my flair. I want to do pharmacy. I sent another letter. Within 3 days, they sent the admission of pharmacy here. And she did what she really loved to do. The other one that did surgeon, the same thing. And then, you know, if Nigerian government can put things in order that the course the person is qualified to do and has passion to do, our youth will actually go a long way to do, and the facilities should be on ground, because like I told you, they are practical oriented. My son that did computer science in one American university came for job interview here, and they were asking him, he said, dismantle the whole computer, I will assemble it to you. For you, you know, it's because of they're practical oriented. So the government should actually be practical oriented. It's not that somebody wants to read computer science or read computer science that has never even seen computer. You know, if we are practical oriented and we allow our students to read what they have passion for, I'm sure we'll have a lot.
Please, I just want to add to that quickly. The Nigerian government needs to break down their whole system of education, total overhauling, because as a matter of fact, the system of education in Nigeria is archaic and is old-fashioned. They should go out, send experts like this into the world to go and understand what is obtainable now. So that is why you see a graduate from Nigeria cannot even meet up with a college students in Canada. My daughter said, Mommy, they are not doing anything in Nigeria. Come and see what they are teaching them here. So I think they need to break down everything and get new brain. I don't know how to put it. To rearrange the system.
The list is endless. What about stability of academic calendar? A child enters into a 4-year course in Nigeria. The child is bogged down for another 3 extra years.
My son,
because of in-season strike, disagreement between the university commission, the lecturers, ABSU, and all that. It's not. In fact, a lot of children are moving to Ghana because Ghana have a more stable academic calendar. So all these is a lot complicated.
Oh well, thank you so much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press. We really appreciate your time this time, and we really have to wrap it up here.
And
we appreciate it.
Our mother wants to talk. Wrap it up here, and we believe that the government will hear all that we've been saying here and will take Nigerian education to the next level. So thank you and have a beautiful day. We can proceed to the next level.
I see live.
So we go downstairs.